Hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, Marco from PhoneDog.com, and 2013 is coming to an end, but I wanted to post a top 5 smartphones of 2013 just because 2013 has been one crazy year full of smartphones, and let's get started. So the order of these smartphones is pretty much irrelevant to any of the status of the phone. They are all great phones. I would recommend all of them without a doubt. So the first one I wanted to pick out here is the HTC One. Why? Because it's one of the best Android devices of 2013. Not only did the HTC One rank #1 in our smartphones rankings, but it was the one device to prove to a lot of people that Android did not have to be made out of plastic. It was completely made out of aluminum. It had great graphics, great hardware inside, and good software. HTC Sense was a very good software. We all loved it here at PhoneDog, and it definitely ranked #1 for a very long time. Also, the HTC One had one of the best sound systems on any single phone ever. It had the HTC Boom Sound stereos. They were great sounding. They were directed directly at your face, and the audio was basically untouched by any type of cell phone around. Definitely way better than the iPhone, better than the Samsung phones. It was one of the best sounding phones in 2013. Next up is the Nokia Lumia 1020. Why did I pick a 720p display and Windows Phone 8? Well, it has 41 megapixels. I mean, come on, who doesn't like 41 megapixels? I certainly do like 41 megapixels, and it was one of the best Windows Phone 8 devices of all this year. It was built out of polycarbonate, it had amazing colors, and the camera quality was basically untouched by anything in its class. Not even the iPhone had clear photos like the Lumia 1020. I mean, the photo was really good, the video was even better. Nokia finally gave us a 41 megapixel phone that we could actually use, other than the Nokia 808 PureView, which ran Symbian, which is basically a completely dead software at the time, and now it is completely dead. We had a Lumia 1020 with Windows Phone 8, a very good operating system, and an expanding marketplace, and 41 megapixels. I can't stop saying megapixels, so I'm going to say it one more time, or maybe 2 more times. Megapixels and megapixels. So third on my list is the iPhone 5S. Why did I pick the iPhone? Well, because it does actually have a place on this list. It wasn't a revolutionary change. I think revolutionary is a very strong word now to use with just about anybody. But the iPhone 5S gave us Touch ID, it gave us a better camera, a new color, and that's it. An iOS 7, but that's not really hardware. The iPhone 5S is a great device. Touch ID is a great idea. It's been implemented on other phones, but not like this. Touch ID is a very easy thing to use. You program it with your fingerprint, it works every time, it learns every time, it's secure. You can buy things on iTunes, you can buy things on the App Store, you can unlock your phones, and I can't wait for third-party app development to use Touch ID. Just think about the ideas you can use. You can have Amazon Touch ID purchases, eBay Touch ID purchases. You could use Touch ID for just about any application. Also, the iPhone 5S came with an A7 chip and an M7 chip, the first time we actually saw a co-processor on an iPhone. It makes the iPhone very powerful, but you really won't see it until a couple years from now because developers still have to untap all the potential of the A7. By then, you'll have things like the A8 or the A9 processor with quad-core processing, if that ever happens with Apple, but it's certainly the case. Now, I kind of wanted to add a 3.5 spot because the iPhone 5C definitely deserves a spot, not as being the top smartphone, but being a kind of an indicator of things to come from Apple. Now, the iPhone 5C was massively disappointing for just about anyone, for Apple themselves in sales, and for reviewers, because basically the iPhone 5C was a reshelled iPhone in a plastic shell and basically a better camera. That's it. There was nothing really different other than the thickness, the material, and the camera. That's it. So the iPhone 5C basically gives us proof that Apple is working on different models. Does that mean we'll have bigger iPhones? Who knows? But that does mean that Apple is actually thinking outside of the only one iPhone strategy. We could have multiple iPhones in the next few years. Not only 2, we can have 3 or 4 or 5. We can have a whole line of iPhones for just about anybody. We can have small iPhones for those who like them. We have big iPhones for people who want a phablet iPhone. I don't personally, but it could happen. And next up is the Moto X because it's an amazing device. And that's about it. It's a really good device. It's not worried about numbers or specs or price. It just wants to be a smartphone for just about anybody. It's cheap to buy. It's amazingly fast. I mean, it has good graphics, good processors, and it's up to date on software. And it actually got Android 4.4 KitKat before the Nexus 4. That's what happens when you get bought out by Google. Now, my last top 5 for 2013 is the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. You knew this was coming because the Galaxy Note 3 is a numbers game. There's numbers everywhere on the top of the Galaxy Note 3. It has a 5.7-inch display. It's a 1080p display. It has a 13 megapixel camera, a 2.3 gigahertz quad-core processor, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and it can shoot 4K video. It can shoot 1080p video. Can I keep going here? Yes. The Galaxy Note 3 is a complete numbers game. So I want to hear your list for the 2013 top 5 smartphones. You can do top 5, top 10, top 100 even if you want to go through all the research and pick it out here in the comments. I will be going through the comments as I always do with my videos and always commenting back. So make sure to take a look at the MH signature that tells, hey, it's me commenting back. And make sure you also let us know what you'd like to see from PhoneDog in 2014. We are really excited to bring out a lot of great new content on PhoneDog here at youtube.com/PhoneDog. We are pushing almost 400,000 subscribers, so make sure to tell everyone to go subscribe to youtube.com/PhoneDog. We have a lot of great content coming up. And I also wanted to say happy holidays for 2013. New Year's is coming in. Christmas is, well, today if you're watching it. And I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. I'm sure everyone at PhoneDog.com also wants to wish all of you guys a happy holidays, and thank you for letting us do what we want to do, because it's really fun to do this, guys. It's very cool, and we love doing it for you guys. So definitely thank you so much, and happy holidays for 2014. And my name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and I'll see you guys a lot more in 2014.